Batman The Outsiders, issue 13, Brian Hill and Gleb Melenkov. Notably, that is not Dexter Soy. Did we say in the solicits that Dexter Soy is back later? Is this just a fill-in, or is it switched for the arc?
I can't remember.
Yeah, deer in the headlights. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
I don't know either.
Remember. I do know I don't mind. Like, it's not Dexter Story, but it's also there's this cartooniness to it that I enjoy. It almost has a Bogdanovich Capullo kind of vibe, but not quite.
Oh yeah, the art's not bad.
Go out on a limb and say that he was still in the solicits for this book, because last week, unless Melenkov had a story in one of the 100 pages, because I remember talking about him recently, because this is the artist that was doing that thing on Twitter with the Superman's neck. So I obviously brought him up for a reason. So it's very likely it was the solicits.
Yeah. So yeah, this issue basically boils down to two things. It's Black Lightning talking to Batman, and Batman talking about Ra's al Ghul's device, the fact that the weapon's not really supposed to be a weapon, it's just a weapon because Ra's has turned it into one. He brings in Martian Manhunter to try and basically it doesn't have any like concrete knowledge. It's basically just the stories and hearsay from back on Mars. There was rumors of this ancient culture, so on and so on. And we get that kind of thing, and ultimately it seems to just build up to the last page where Batman's like, hey, we're going to try and supercharge you so that you can your powers can counteract this, and
counteract the beam.
It whips out something that looks like some sort of weird medieval torture device. It's basically this big electric chair that
mixed with a mech, because there's some mech qualities to it.
So his plan is to basically turn on the power to give Black Lightning more power to make him supercharged, right. I think.
Yeah. But I feel the better beat here was Katana versus Shiva for the soul of the two young ones.
Oh yeah, that's the other plot. Yeah, it's because you see Cass and Duke are just sparring and doing whatever, but the two ladies who claim they're not going to fight, as soon as the kids leave the room, are like, yeah, we're going to fight. And Shiva's basically like, hey, if I win, then those kids will be allowed to have the option to go with me to take on Raz rather than waiting, because Batman's ordered everyone to be on the bench just now to not go after Raz. And Katana's like, well, fine, but if I win, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter though, because there's a scene of Cass and Duke talking about what Batman's up to, and does he have a plan, should we trust him? And Katana just comes stumbling down the stairs looking like she's been half stabbed, going, Lady Shiva would like to speak to you in the dojo.
Yeah. And so, see, part of me though feels like Katana feels that they should be given the option, because that's her whole, I mean, she wields a sword with her dead husband in it. She's not the cleanest of heroes either.
Are you saying that she threw the fight because she believed that they should have a choice?
Maybe, because the fact that we didn't get to see the fight, I feel is still going.
I got a good chuckle of her just sort of coming in saying,
yeah, well, you, me too.
Lady Shiva would just like to see you now.
Yeah.
No explanation.
And but it wouldn't be out of character either way. Like, if she did get beat by Shiva is a accomplished martial artist and whatnot. But yeah, ultimately they should make their decision, right? And that's the kind of also what Black Lightning's been trying to get through Batman's head. Like, these kids really aren't your soldiers to be doing this. Like, I'm a principal, I know student behavior. So, but the fact that they're given the choice here, I
so
really like.
So they go with Shiva to Shiva's apartment, and I don't see anything good coming from that, quite frankly.
No, not at all. But and again, I feel like Cass knows this with her mom. Like, deep down, yes, she is orphan, right? And she feels like she doesn't have any ties to it. But I also don't believe that Shiva is that changed person that wants to be in her daughter's life for those reasons.
Yeah, because she mentions that they may even have to save Batman if Batman's too foolish to see what's really happening here. We do get a scene with Raz where we see him with the weapon, and we see that it's harming him, like it's actually causing him some physical distress. And his his second in command, his henchman, is he's worried about him, and Raz is like, I've got a Lazarus pit, don't you worry about me. A bit of pain's a small price to pay. But basically they're planning on setting demands for all the big nations of the world, and if they do not comply, they'll start using their weapon on various cities. Because we saw proper destruction in that last issue. It was really well done. This issue almost falters by comparison just because it's so low key and set uppy.
Yeah.
compared to a lot of the last few issues we had. So, it's solid stuff though. I mean, I'm a little disappointed that Dexter Soy's not on art because like his art was wonderful and it was so consistently there for the first like 12 issues. Maybe barring one, I think there was one fill-in in that first 12. But like the art still looks pretty good. It's definitely not displeasing. I'll say that. And I'm liking what they're building up to here. But this is very much just everyone talking about where they're going next, as opposed
it's
to
definitely it's a next chapter issue. Yeah.
Which is interesting because this is billed as part one of the new arc, and it's kind of one of these books where it's technically split into arcs, but because I remember thinking it was really weird what they called the end of the first arc and the start of the second arc, and thinking that the trades for this, if they're actually split there, are going to feel really weird because honestly, it's one big 12-issue arc or whatever it was.
Right, yeah, because the other one began with the death of his friend, Black Lightning's friend, instead of ending with it, which would seem to be the more logical. But yeah, this is almost the next chapter, but it's still a good chapter.
Yeah. I'm interested about this. It's interesting to see like the Outsiders kind of split up for a while and see how this was, because I feel like we're still not at the point where they've really committed to being a team. It doesn't feel like they've truly formed yet. No,
because it's still Black Lightning's doing his thing, and Katana's associated with him and Batman, and they're all kind of arguing about the kids. You know, these are like the adults trying to make the decisions for the kids. The kids are like, hey, wait, we're old enough to have a voice. And so that's why I really like the Shiva section of this, going like, yeah, you don't have to agree with their choice, but it's their choice to make.
Yeah, I think
so weirdly, she's the adult in the room.
Yeah, I think the Shiva stuff with the kids is probably my favorite part of this issue as well. Yeah. I agree with that. I mean, I'm enjoying it though, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes next. But this is very much a setup issue. There's no denying that. There's not, because the last issue had that gut punch of here's what's happening in the city that he's attacking, and it was like, whoa, this is rough. Anyway, I mean, admittedly, it's actually been that long since that issue, because that was one that we've already had an issue of this since we came back. All right, Matt, what are you giving this one?
I'm gonna give this a 7.5. It's good. It's along those lines.
Yeah, I would give it a straight 7. Yeah, it's good, but it's not an exceptional issue. The art's a bit of a downgrade, but again, it's not bad. It's just not what it was. So, there you go. That is Batman and the Outsiders issue, whatever number it was. I don't have a mystery. It's 13. It was 13. Yes, that makes sense.